My name is David, and this is U.S.A. Paracord Design. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make the Twizted Stitch paracord bracelet. What you need for this is 3 strands of cord. I'm using one piece of glow-in-the-dark, about 4 feet long. It doesn't require that much. And 2 other strands. The colors I have here are red and blue, tar heel blue, and red. These ones here are about 10 feet long. And the wrist size I'll be using for this one will be 9 1/4 to 9 1/2 inches. And the width of it is about the same width as the 5-strand cord will be. About a little bit more than what the buckle size is. And the thickness is probably somewhere around 3/4 of an inch thick. So this is why I'll be going a little bit bigger on it, as I attempted to do this with an 8 1/4 and it was a tight fit. So I upped the size to 9 1/4. For a little bit of comfort, I would recommend going to 9 1/2, or whatever your wrist size is, add on another 3/4 of an inch. Alright, let's get into this tutorial. First, to start off, I already took the liberty of making a single strand right down the middle using the Manny method to run the cord through, as you can see here. I already ran the cord through the same part, so that would take care of the center strand in the 5-strand core. And I have my 2 colors here. I'm going to take them and basically do a one cord down through the buckle on both the cords, like this. You're going to take one end down, and you're going to even up the cords so that their ends are even, like so. And then you're going to take the bottom cord and loop it over the top cord. I'm just going to hold the end so that it stays even. And then I'm going to take the cord and wrap it over, and then pull the slack through, like so. I'm going to tighten this cord up from the bottom so it's nice and tight right there. Then I'm going to repeat the process for the other side, doing the same thing. You're going to take your cords and even them up, same thing, like this one. Make sure it doesn't get kinked like I just had, and make sure that the ends stay even. And you're going to do the same thing here. You're going to take the bottom cord, this one here, loop over and back under, if I could get it. Next, what you want to do is bring the other, you're going to bring all the cords down through the top buckle. You're going to start with the inside cords first. And you're going to take those. You can do either side, left or right, doesn't matter. May be recommended if you use a pair of pliers to get the last cord through, because it might be a little bit tight with 4 cords already in there. And you're going to basically open up a little bit so that you can bring your last cord through. Alright. You have your center strand. You're going to take that all the way to the other end and make sure it comes up from the bottom. This will act as the center strand for the central part of the weaving pattern. Next, what you want to do, you want to take your inside cords first, and you want to bring them up in between cords 1 and 2, and 1, 2, 3, between cords 1 and 2, between I'm sorry. Just follow what I'm doing here. This is the inside cord right here. You're gonna, from the blue side, you're gonna bring the inside blue cord up to the left side of the right cord, and you're gonna loop it over the cord itself and out in between cords 4 and 5. You want to make sure you have it nice and tight. I didn't tighten that up enough. You want to make sure you have Alright, yeah. You want to make sure it's all nice and tight, as you can see here. Next, you're going to do the same thing for the second cord. You're going to bring it up to the right side of cord 1 and over cord 2 and back out into between cords 1 and 2. And then you're going to leave those off for the time being. And then you're going to do the end cords as well. You're going to loop over and down and to the right of the right strand. And you're going to tie that off and do the same thing for the other side. And then once you have them all set, you have your 5 strands ready to go. Next, what you want to do is bring the center strand, the number 3 strand, down. And then you're going to start either left or right, however you want to do it. I'm going to alternate on this one instead of like I posted over on Instagram. I'm going to switch from the blue on top to the red on top. I'm going to switch it back and forth. You're going to take the blue cord over the center strand. you're going to loop over it and back through above the blue cord, like so. You're going to take that and you're going to tighten it up. And then you're going to do the same thing for the other cord on the inside part and do the same thing. You're going to take the red cord over the white cord and you're going to do the same thing. Next, what you want to do, you want to take your white cord down to the left side of the white cord on the center core, and you're going to come right back out up. Next, you want to take that end and you want to pass it through between under the loops of the blue and the red. You're going to take that and you're going to pull it out, and you're going to make sure it's nice and tight. And then you're going to take those cords and tighten them up. And then next, what you're going to do, you're going to go down in between the blue cords and right back up between the white and the blue cord and underneath the blue cord coming out to the right. You're going to leave a little slack on that so that it looks like that. As you can see right there, you're going to loop over this cord here and come right back up. You're going to do the same thing for the red cord here. And you're going to do the same thing for that one. You're going to leave a little slack so that you could bring the next set of cords through. You're going to take your right and your left cord through these loops right here above the core strand. You're going to bring the right cord over, and you're going to go down in between the two red cords and back out in between the blue cords from underneath. Then you're going to do the same thing for the other side. You're going to bring the red through the loop and do the same thing. Down between the blue cords and right back up between the red cords. Then you're going to take the inside cords and these cords here, and you're going to tighten them up. Same for the other side. And then you're going to take those cords at the center, and you're going to loop them over the right cord and the red cord, bringing them underneath in between the blue cords and back right up. That will be the first step in the design. Next, you're going to take the center strand and you're going to pull down on it so that it shows like that, like a loop right there. You can take this and tighten it off under the buckle if you're using a jig, so that it's like that. Then you're going to repeat the process. Now I'm going to switch to the red side, going over first, and then the blue, and just continue on with the process. You're going to loop over the center strand, number 3 cord, which I'm using here is glow in the dark, by the way. Next, I'll repeat the process again. You're going to loop between, you're going to go down in between the 2 blue cords and come right back up in between the blue and the white cord, or whatever colors you're using. You could do the same colors on both sides and one down the middle, and then do the same thing for the other side. You're just going to continue on with the process. And don't forget to go up in between the cords on the center where the central cord goes through. Always making sure that when you do the next step, I left this out. I apologize. You're going to loop to the left of the center strand. You go under and then right back up and apologize in advance. It does. I do forget sometimes. I apologize for that. Then you're going to tighten it up and everything. All right, I'll continue on. Oh, I apologize. I'm doing the wrong chords. Jeez. Get it together, David. I'm going to speed up a little bit so I can complete this. Here we go again. Just like that. You gotta make sure that I keep forgetting to do it, and it's one of those things. It is a very forgetful part of the process. I think I will go ahead and end this here, as this is a very long and very time-consuming pattern. This will have about 10 more passes in the design, and like I said before, this is a very thick design. As you can see from here, it's about a good ½ an inch thick, so do measure properly if you're going to do a proper wrist size with a little bit of comfort. My wrist right now is 8 inches, so I'm basically going up a full inch. What you want to do, because you want to use scrap cord, that would work best. Anything more than like 10 feet, and then gauge from there. Alright. My name is David. This is U.S.A. Paracord Design. Thank you, and have a nice day.